Is it time to buy or sell PagSeguro Digital stock? In this video, we're diving deep into PagSeguro Digital. Our initial report was published on our website on Thursday, the 18th of September, 2025, and now we're here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since September 15, 2025, our system has identified PagSeguro Digital as a buy candidate, assigning it a score of 1.89. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock has experienced a gain of approximately 9.69%. This equates to an average return of about 2.42% each day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The stock is currently positioned in the upper range of a very wide and weak rising trend in the short term. This situation may present a favorable selling opportunity for short-term traders, as a reaction toward the lower part of the trend is anticipated. A break above the top trend line at $10.76 will initially indicate a stronger rate of increase. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 5.36% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from negative 20.37% to positive 6.53%. In terms of a longer perspective, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 18.24%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between negative 17.97% and positive 19.49% over the next year. In current terms, this would suggest a future price somewhere between $8.73 and $12.71. Our latest daily update for PagSeguro Digital includes the headline: PagSeguro Digital Ltd. Stock price down 0% on Thursday. There were no changes to the price of PagSeguro Digital Ltd. stock on the last trading day, which was Thursday, the 18th of September, 2025. Throughout that day, the stock fluctuated by 3.61%, reaching a low of $10.42 and a high of $10.80. It has risen in 5 of the last 10 days and is up by 14.9% over the past 2 weeks. In the last 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $10.84, while the lowest was $6.11. Currently, the price is 1.8% or 19.5 cents below the 52-week high and 83.07% or $52.19 below the all-time high reached on the 11th of February, 2021, when the price hit $62.83. PagSeguro is gaining renewed attention following its second quarter results, which revealed net revenue of 5,100 million Brazilian reais and recurring net income that surpassed expectations. The banking division has experienced remarkable growth of 61% year over year, now accounting for approximately 1/4 of the company's gross profit. This announcement followed a turbulent market response, with analysts noting the stock's low valuation, estimated at around 6 times earnings in recent assessments, alongside its identification as one of the low price to sales and undervalued options. In the short term, this combination leads to fluctuations driven by headlines. Earnings that exceed expectations and rapidly expanding banking revenue can prompt rallies and attract value-focused investors. Conversely, a slowdown in overall payment volume growth, rising financial costs, and an unpredictable macroeconomic environment may lead to sell-offs and compress valuations. Ongoing comparative analysis with peers keeps trading active. Looking ahead, PagSeguro's shift towards banking and receivables factoring offers a more stable revenue foundation and margin support, which could warrant a higher valuation multiple if growth in financial services continues. However, the maturation of the payments business, increased competition, and pressures from funding costs remain persistent risks that could limit potential gains unless offset by sustained expansion in banking services. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, May 14, 2025, it was reported that Susquehanna gave PAGS a positive grade with a hold action. On Thursday, Jan 16, 2025, it was reported that Santander gave PAGS a neutral grade with a downgrade action. On Tuesday, October 15, 2024, it was reported that Barclays gave PAGS a overweight grade with a hold action. On Tuesday, October 1, 2024, it was reported that Itaú BBA gave PAGS a market perform grade with a downgrade action. On Thursday, September 5, 2024, it was reported that Morgan Stanley gave PAGS a underweight grade with a downgrade action. Analysts have assigned PagSeguro Digital stock a general neutral rating. They assess the price-to-earnings ratio as neutral and the price-to-book ratio as buy. For return on investment, the analysts also provide a neutral rating for the stock. The following signals have been identified for PagSeguro Digital. The PagSeguro Digital Ltd stock shows buy signals from both short-term and long-term moving averages, suggesting a positive outlook for the stock. Additionally, there is a general buy signal indicated by the relationship between these two averages, as the short-term average is above the long-term average. In the event of downward corrections, support levels are expected at $10 and $8.98. A drop below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. Furthermore, a buy signal has been identified from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. However, some negative signals have also emerged, which may impact the near short-term performance. A sell signal was generated from a pivot top point on Tuesday, September 16, 2025, with the stock experiencing a decline of 0.93% since then. Further decline is anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Volume decreased during the last trading day, while the price remained unchanged, which could serve as an early warning, though it may not be significant. We advise monitoring the situation closely over the next few days. Here are some additional signals that may pique your interest. Moving average convergence divergence indicates a buy signal. Pivots have generated a sell signal 3 days ago. Bollinger Bands suggested a buy signal 3 days ago. The short-term moving average indicated a sell signal 8 days ago. The long-term moving average provided a buy signal 20 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages generated a buy signal 26 days ago. As we examine the 12-month chart, we observe the short moving average indicated a buy signal 32 days ago. The long-term moving average suggested a buy signal 16 days ago. Once again, the relationship between the short and long moving averages generated a buy signal 8 days ago. For more signals, please visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for PagSeguro Digital. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $9.96 and $9.64. There is a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, as breaking this level may result in a decline to the next support level. In this case, PagSeguro Digital Ltd finds support just below today's level at $9.96. If this breaks, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $9.64 and $8.66. This stock may experience significant fluctuations during the day, indicating high volatility. And with a large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, it is considered to be high risk. During the last day, the stock moved 376 cents between its high and low, or 3.61%. For the last week, the stock has had a daily average volatility of 3.87%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for PagSeguro Digital, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we need to discuss the price-to-earnings ratio, often referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A relatively low PE ratio may indicate either a low expectation for the company's future performance or that the stock is undervalued, which could represent a potential buying opportunity. In other news, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 13th of November, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at 33 cents. It is important to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for PagSeguro Digital. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for PagSeguro Digital is at $10.74. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, PagSeguro Digital encounters its first support level at $9.96. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $10.25, reflecting a decline of 3.68%. This stock experiences significant daily fluctuations, resulting in a high level of risk. The 14-day relative strength index stands at 83, which considerably heightens the risk factor. Additionally, a sell signal has emerged from a pivot top identified 2 days ago. Is PagSeguro Digital stock a good buy? Several short-term signals, along with an overall positive trend, suggest that this may be a favorable time to consider purchasing, as PagSeguro Digital Ltd. stock has a reasonable chance for strong performance in the near future. After evaluating the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Friday, the 19th of September, we anticipate that PagSeguro Digital will open lower by approximately 1.89 cents, starting at $10.62. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and it is essential to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the purchase or sale of securities. Your investment choices should not be based solely on the information from StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for this stock? Don't forget to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and a wonderful day from all of us here at Stock Invest.